Hey, what's up everybody? It's me, Nate here. So the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer was just released last night, and an international trailer was released quickly right after it. So I thought that I would do my trailer breakdown, so I'll show you both of the trailers first. Here is the one that was released during Jimmy Kimmel.
This is my chance to prove myself. What's up, guys? Wait a minute. You guys aren't the real Avengers. I can tell Hulk gives it away. Oh, that was awesome. Does Liz get a new top?
No, you've seen that before. Never with that skirt.
Should probably stop staring before it gets creepy, though. Too late. You guys are losers. So, to become an Avenger, are there, trials or an interview?
Just don't do anything I would do. And definitely don't do anything I wouldn't do. There's a little gray area in there, and that's where you operate.
Oh.
All right?
That's not a hug. I'm just grabbing the door for you. All right, kid. Good luck out there.
Listen, I know school sucks.
Peter, you still with us?
Yeah.
I know you want to save the world. But you're not ready yet.
You're the Spider-Man.
No, I'm not. This is just a costume. This is...
You're on the ceiling.
Stay close to the ground. And stay out of trouble. Forget the flying monster guy. There are people who handle this sort of thing.
I'm sick of him treating me like a kid all the time.
But you are a kid.
This is my chance to prove myself.
Peter, what is going on with you?
I'm really sorry. I'm so busy. I'm slammed.
Don't mess with me. Because I will kill you and everybody you love.
And here is the international trailer.
This is my chance to prove myself.
Underoos!
Hey, everyone. I get to keep the suit?
Of course. Doesn't fit me. Just don't do anything I would do. And definitely don't do anything I wouldn't do. There's a little gray area in there, and that's where you operate.
What's up, guys? Wait a minute. You want the real Avengers?
But this does not mean you're an Avenger, in case you were wondering.
Oh.
That's not a hug. I'm just grabbing the door for you.
Oh.
All right, kid. Good luck out there.
The world's changing, boys. Time we change too.
Listen, Peter, forget the flying monster guy. There are people who handle this sort of thing.
I'm sick of him treating me like a kid.
But you are a kid.
This is my chance to prove myself.
Don't mess with me. Because I will kill you and everybody you love.
Okay, so very, very great footage. It was awesome. So right now I'll go through each trailer, muted, but I'll pause it at certain scenes and I'll talk through the trailers. so you can get my insight on stuff. So this is pretty cool. We see him on the Washington Monument and jumping off the Washington Monument, and you get a first look at the web wings. Those are straight out of the comics. He started using those like right in his first appearance in Amazing Fantasy number, it's been a while, I think 15, I think. So it's really cool that we get to see those right away. Get a nice shot of New York and Queens. It's really cool. These, I don't think those all of them have to do with the Vulture, really, per se. But it's been confirmed that, well, what I'd really like would be for Vulture to get his wings from Oscorp, or steal them from Oscorp. That's what I really would have wanted to see. But sadly, they're not doing that. They're doing the Tinkerer, Phineas Mason, and they've said that he's gonna be a former employee for Tony Stark, and then he gets fired. So either he'll steal some of that equipment from them, or he takes his ideas and makes these weapons for villains. Like in the comics, the Tinkerer made weapons and stuff, and then he'd sell them to villains and all that. So this probably has to do with like Shocker and Vulture. Probably his stuff. In this scene, Robert is dressed up as the Avengers. It's right out of a comic book scene. So that's cool. I like his fighting. It looks totally badass. The suit looks really, really awesome. So I love that. And then that is Liz Allen. She'll be Peter's love interest for the movie. Yep, and then that's Ned Leeds, his buddy right there. That's Ned. He hasn't been in any of the live-action movies before. Then that is Michelle. Many people or not many people, only one website rumored, which is an unreliable website, rumored that she was Mary Jane Watson. Happily, that is completely false. I would have hated that. She's just some unknown character, Michelle, probably really nothing. And we get a nice shot of Queens right there. It's really cool. And him in there with Tony Stark getting a suit. This whole trailer just shows that Spider-Man Homecoming is going to be what many die-hard Spider-Man fans, myself included, have been wanting to see for a long, long time. So I'm really, really excited about that. Then we see a scene from Captain America Civil War with Spider-Man fighting a Giant Man, aka Ant-Man. Obviously, I'd rather be doing that than being in school myself, so, yeah. You see a building being blown up, probably by Shocker, and then Ned finds out Peter is Spider-Man. And climbing the Washington Monument. Pretty awesome. And then we see the Vulture, aka Adrian Toomes. It was rumored for a long time who Michael Keaton's character would be. And it's really cool that he's going to be the Vulture, one of Spider-Man's first villains that he faced off against in the early Spider-Man comic books. So that's really nice that we get to see that. He's not straight out of the comics. Like in the comics, he actually had wings, but this is their robotic wings. More realistic. It's a more realistic tone of it, so that pretty cool. And then we get to see his helmet. He just looks like a total badass. I also like the white fur stuff around his collar and hood. It's kind of looks right out of his look in the comic books. He had these green feathers with the white feathers around there. That's awesome. And there's Happy Hogan right in between them and the Adventure Tower. It's pretty awesome. And James Allen, and this is an interesting scene. I'm surprised people haven't really been talking about this particular moment. Gee, damn it. So, it's been rumored that Bokeem Woodbine is going to be the Shocker. That's from IMDb, which is never really a reliable site when it comes to castings. But this guy looks very, very identical to Shocker in every way. You see his yellow coat right there. That's identical to it. Then the brown vest over it, which is identical to it too. And then you see what it look like, not really so much on his right hand, but on his bottom left hand. It kind of looks like a gauntlet, kind of connected to that gun. And we see Donald Glover right behind him, and still unknown who he is. I thought that it was going to be Robbie Robertson. He worked in the Daily Bugle for J. Jonah Jameson. He was in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. He was the pretty heavy African-American guy that worked for Jameson and the Daily Bugle. That's who I thought he was, but Glover would probably not be him, seeing that he's with a villain right here. And we get an awesome dialogue right there from the Vulture, or Adrian Toomes. And he just looks so cool in his costume. It's really awesome right here. Can't wait to see this guy in action. It's pretty sick. Let me see, Aunt May, Liz, a yacht being, or some kind of boat being blown up. That is really cool right there, that scene. And then, that is awesome right there, seeing Spider-Man fighting in action with Iron Man. That is freaking cool. Cannot wait to see that scene. That's like the international trailer. Pretty similar, but had some more dialogue, it had some different dialogue, had some different scenes. We see we see scenes from Civil War, being introduced to Spider-Man. See the Sony logo. Cool seeing Peter taking off his mask. Pretty awesome. I would have loved for Vulture, Shocker, anyone else that's going to be a villain in the movie to get weapons from Oscorp. But sadly, they optioned to do the Tinkerer, which connects the storyline more to Iron Man, if he is a former employee of Tony. So that it does make sense. It is pretty cool. And then right here, this actor is Bokeem Woodbine, who has been rumored to be Shocker. Hasn't been confirmed now by anyone. No one's been talking about that, so we don't know, but definitely resembles Shocker a little bit. It kind of looks like a gauntlet, sort of, but Shocker had two gauntlets. Is yellow. This just looks like a jacket with yellow sleeves. So that doesn't really look like Shocker right there. The other guy in the other trailer looked a lot more like Shocker. So IMDb was probably wrong again. Unless we go back to right here, what Adrian Toomes said. He said, "The world's changing, boys. It's time we do too." So he's obviously talking to multiple people. Probably the white guy that was with Donald Glover in the first trailer, which looks more like Shocker, and then Bokeem Woodbine's character. Maybe there's two Shockers. I don't know, but they definitely got weapons from Tinkerer from multiple people. So the main problem with Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3 were that they were overcrowded with villains. Like, trying to do a big, heavy-set storyline to Peter with Gwen Stacy, Mary Jane, all that stuff. Then you add in Venom. No, first you add in the Venom symbiote, and then you add in attaching to Peter and giving him the black suit. Then you add in Venom. Then you add in Sandman. It's way too overcrowded. Amazing Spider-Man 2 had similar problems. You have Electro. You have Harry Osborn become evil and become a weird version of Green Goblin or Hobgoblin, I still don't know. Then you kill off Norman Osborn. Right when they did that too, I knew that the movie wasn't going to be all that great, because you kill Norman Osborn in a movie before we ever even saw him. No. And then you introduce, then you hint at the Sinister Six throughout the movie many times. Terrible. I didn't hate the movie. I liked it because obviously seeing a live-action Spider-Man, I'll be happy no matter what the outcome is, because we get to see a live-action Spider-Man. But now that he's in Marvel, I'll talk more about that more after this. I'll go in more of my opinions after finish watching this trailer. See Vulture right there, pretty awesome. I'm not sure if that looked like Bokeem Woodbine right there, I think. So that pink flashes, that's very weird, but okay then. That was those that saw Amazing Spider-Man 2, you probably remember the famous scene of Gwen Stacy falling in the clock tower to her death. Obviously they're not going to kill Liz Allen in the first movie, but actually they might, but I don't know. But then we see Spider-Man shooting down a web to save her, so that'll be interesting to see what they do with that. And yeah, that's the end. It really shows the same stuff later. So yeah, this footage was just amazing. It's truly spectacular. Like me, when I was first introduced to comic books, I first came along with Spider-Man, and he really got me in love with comic books and superheroes. So, and that was before Amazing Spider-Man 1 came out, though when the Andrew Garfield one started. And so then those movies, Tobey Maguire movies, the Andrew Garfield movies, those were owned only by Sony. Marvel / Disney had nothing to do with them at all. They're completely separate to this and Spider-Man. So they were never really truly done to the potential that a Spider-Man movie could be. So when the Marvel-Sony deal came in place 2 or so years ago, with Sony keeping the majority of the rights, 51%, Marvel getting 49%, so Sony gets more. Sony's letting Marvel do the creative thinking about what they do and all that. Sony's having input too, but it's more Marvel really, but Sony just wants to keep more. So when that deal was struck, I was so happy. Spider-Man being put into the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, so that just made me really happy. I've never seen, no one's seen a Spider-Man movie perfectly done to his full potential, because the other existing Marvel characters, like the heroes, some of the other villains, mainly some of the heroes like Tony Stark, Captain America, they were big parts in what in what Spider-Man is. So that I still don't fully believe that Spider-Man is now in the MCU. It's a dream come true. It's awesome. So seeing this trailer was just perfect. It was so good. And I just can't wait for the movie. Sadly, we gotta wait till July 7th. It's way too long away, but at least we're getting it. So, yeah, I thought I'd do this video. Showing my breakdown of the trailer, both trailers. So, yeah, let me know in the comments on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. I'll leave my links in the description down below. So comment, message me, whatever you want to see more videos of. I don't really have a lot of time to do videos because being in my dorm, usually there's other people in there or it's loud. But on weekends or like Friday afternoons, nights, I have more time. Well, I have alone time and I can do videos. So yeah, let me know what do you want, if you want to see any more videos, what do you want them to be on. I think I said I was going to do a Luke Cage review, but I don't know. I hadn't done one. I never did one for Daredevil season 1 or 2 or Jessica Jones, so I don't know. I'll probably just do one for the Defenders and then go on after that for each season of the shows. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you thought of this video. You want to see it in other videos. Bye.